I once heard a quote that read, "Royalty was born when you adore in simplicity." J.I. the Prince is honestly the true embodiment of that quote. The way that he simplified his lyrical content and blended it with a melodic flow and adapted to a sound that was taking over his city, it's truly impressive to see the meteoric rise of J.I.'s career since the rap game. He's one of the few kids from the show who've managed to rebrand themselves after the show and create even more relevancy for themselves in their rap career after. The promising lyrical prodigy with a sharp mind and an even sharper tongue managed to transform himself. With respect to Lotto, since J.I.'s time under the rap game roof, he's managed to blossom into arguably the best rapper to ever be on the show, and he didn't even win season 2. So today we're going to continue our series on the rap game kids and discuss how J.I. the Prince became the king after leaving the rap game. But before we float into all of this, make sure if y'all do enjoy the video, y'all please hit the like button for me. It really will help push this video into YouTube's algorithms. If y'all turn out to really like me, then I appreciate it if y'all subscribe. This your boy Stone Astro, and we're going to do documentaries on anything around here. So if y'all interested in these type of videos, please take the time to subscribe. But without further ado, let's go ahead and float right into this. Born on September 23rd in 2001 in one of the meccas of hip hop, Justin Irvin, aka J.I. the Prince of New York, developed a love for rap early, and it shows in just how polished his skills were. Spent many of his early years honing his skills in rap battles against his brothers and other aspiring rappers around the neighborhood.
Concrete, I ain't talking straight off the rocks. You talking about my little brother, but your little sister a dot.
Even as early as age 11, people could see the talent that J.I. had. It wouldn't be until another 3 years until the world would eventually get to realize J.I.'s potential. He was quoted saying that after realizing he wasn't cut out to make the NBA, he decided early that he would be better suited to become like the greats that he looked up to, the Nas's and Tupacs of the world.
I looked at these artists for different things. Like for Tupac, it was more of like a leader. Like, this guy's a leader, you know. He can make the street music, he can make the love music, but he could also make the music that makes you open up your eyes a little bit to what's going on with the government, what's going on with police brutality, what's going on with the systematic racism. Like, he opened your eyes to a lot of stuff, Tupac.
J.I. would post his raps to his social media and tag Jermaine Dupri. His posts would garner him a lot of attention, and eventually it did get the attention of Jermaine Dupri, and it helped land him on a season 2 of the Lifetime show The Rap Game. Considered by many rap game fans as the best rapper to not win, his season of The Rap Game showcased not only that J.I. had skills, but it also showed that he had a story he knew how to relate in a way that people related to. He proven in his time on the show that he had potential. But after losing to the eventual winner Monty, J.I. would have to look in the mirror and dig deep to figure out the next steps to take in his career to bring it to the next level.
Do that shit. But look, yo, bro, there was a point in time, like literally, nigga, I had like, bro, the only way I was getting paid was off Cash App. I had blew all my money on weed and food and clothes or whatever. And then I wasn't getting booked. I wasn't doing no shows. And I wasn't really making any movements, bro. Where my mother, bro? I had no money in my account. Fast forward now, like I said, I'm not gonna brag about money. Money comes and goes. It's just the situation I was in. Like I said, I went from nothing.
In 2016, J.I. would release his debut single, No Static, that racked up over 500,000 views by the end of the year on his YouTube channel. And from there, he would go on to release Barely Famous. It would be received well by some of his fans, but this album will mark a period of discovery for J.I., where he would admit later that he lost motivation for making music altogether. Over time, he would fall out with his mom, who was his manager on his show. And then after getting kicked out of his mom's house, J.I. would consider leaving music altogether and just getting into construction.
Like, shit, like, you know, I'm one step closer, but I got more steps to go. So for me, like, managing everything and just, it was hard because I got kicked out of my mother's crib too at that time. So it was just a lot of bullshit going on. My mother was managing me at that time. So like, it was just a lot of BS for me. And I'm thankful because that's exactly what it was. It seemed like everything was lined up against me, and I still ended up like flipping everything and just using the odds against me to use it as my advantage and still succeed. Like, I took from 14 to 18. Just for me, it was what put the stamp on it for me was when I got booed off stage my last performance in New York. I let 2 whole years go by. Because we're in 2021, this was 4 years ago. Like, I let 2 whole years go by just because I got booed off stage. Like, because I felt like I had to find myself, you know? it took me a minute to really find myself, because I just felt like, obviously I don't got something that they want to hear if they boo me off stage. Like after they booed me off stage, like it got to the point where I shut everything down, and I'm like, yo, I'm not doing this no more. Like I can't. A minute to realize like I gotta change the whole route of what I'm doing. I gotta change the whole direction. And from there I just started doing different things, making different types of music, you know, being more aggressive in my music. And then before I knew it, everybody loved me now, you feel me? So I don't force my belief on anybody. I believe in like as an individual, you believe in who you want. But for me, it was God. Like I spoke with him. Like I remember speaking with God, like, yo, God, this is what I'm gonna do. I don't have no money. I'm running low on money. Like my life just went left. It's time to do union. I was gonna join the union with my father and just do construction work. And then before I knew it, everything it took a turn, yo. Like it did a little spiral 360, and before I knew it, I was able to turn everything around and just, you know, I'm really thankful, because it almost seemed like it was meant to happen. Like right before like I reached my lowest point, almost on some like, wow, like this is the end. Like this is how it ends. And just to see it like, yo, really do a 360 flip around, and you know, just to have my favor, and just to really be able to like see what I prayed for come true in front of me, that's a different conversation. Like that's really something different. It's overwhelming at times, you know.
But at this point, when he was at the lowest of his lows, that's when J.I. decided to give it all one last try and put everything into his music. He would soon link up with his future manager, G-Star Entertainment CEO and known staple in New York hip-hop, Julio Acevedo, aka Gabi, who was known for being an icon in New York hip-hop for over 3 decades. He's dealt with names like Terror Squad, Akon, French Montana, as well as a ton of other people. This move will restart J.I.'s career entirely, and this would be when he took that New York drill movement and adapted to the sound and adorned it with his own melodic flow and beats laced with symphonic samples. Around this time is when J.I. will find his sound, and with this in his Louis V tool belt, he'll be able to reach a stratosphere that not many other rappers would ever get the opportunity to experience.
Back to the television show. After my season, they had called me for another season to do a rap battle, right? So the whole concept was like, let's say you got a partner, you and your partner are gonna verse me and my partner. We're having a 2-on-2 rap battle. So that day, as I'm flying to Atlanta to film the season, I downloaded the 3 rap battles from 8 Mile at the ending, when he rap battled Papa Doc, he rap battled Lotto, and whoever else he did. So I downloaded all 3 of those battles, and I'm listening to them. Yo, the same day of the rap battle, my partner got sick. So I had to rap battle everybody by myself. So it was me versus 2 people at a time. And yo, I beat everybody. So it's just crazy, like fast forwarding, like, yo, holy shit, 8 Mile is my favorite movie. And my name gets booed off stage, he chokes, then he comes back, and yo, it was just crazy because I was able to like come back and just destroy everybody. And then I'm like, yo, it's just crazy how it worked out for real. Like Eminem, like that whole movie was just my favorite movie. So to have like my own 8 Mile little moment, it was legendary.
October 2019 will be the beginning of J.I.'s rise into his kingdom. His breakout hit Need Me was released on his mixtape Hood Life Crisis Volume 1, which as of July of 2022 has over 128 million views and counting. It's the perfect song to describe J.I.'s ascent, sampling a nostalgic hit from the 2000s from a fellow Brooklyn rapper, The Best of Me Part 2 from Jay-Z and Maya. J.I. was in his lane and he knew it. As soon as he signed a deal with Interscope via G-Star Entertainment, things were really starting to look promising. In December of 2020, he dropped Hood Life Crisis Volume 2, and he went on his first national headlining tour. He even became the first artist to sell out the well-known SOBs for 3 consecutive nights. The mainstream industry was finally starting to take notice. Rappers like Drake were singing his songs on IG Lives.
Nah, I wasn't on a live. People sent it to me at the time, like, yo, he going live, he's bumping your shit. So I wasn't expecting it at first, because I'm just like, I was doing something else at that time. So my brother came to me like, yo, Drake is listening to you. And I'm like, oh, like, that's crazy. Like, at first I was hyped because, like, you know, it's Drake. So I don't know, like, I try to be level-headed about it, because, like, you know, like, that's somebody that, like for example, basketball, you gotta look up to LeBron James. Like if you really want to be like the #1 basketball player, you gotta study LeBron James. You gotta know that before I get to where I gotta go, I gotta face LeBron James, or I gotta face the top player. So for me, that top player, in my opinion, is Drake, or somebody like Kendrick, or I mean, for right now, it's Drake. But so for him to like really like just take time, and he was singing my lyrics. It's not like he's like, yeah, this is J.I., he's coming up. Like he knew my song. So to see that firsthand, it was really dope, and it was dope just to see that. I chopped it up with him a little bit. He gave me like a bunch of props, just like, saying he's proud of me. So who knows? Hopefully, I'll get my name up there. We could definitely, expect a collab. You could see something from the both of us. Who knows?
And he was now appearing on songs with other well-established artists. These features and co-signs would introduce J.I. into an entirely new fan base. Most notably, J.I. worked with rappers like New York star Lil TJ. Best wishes to him and his family as well. A Boogie with the Hoodie, and also fellow Puerto Rican rapper Mike Towers, whose song Spanglish allowed J.I. to showcase his skills and versatility and expand to even another audience. It seemed like J.I. was making all the right moves. He gained a partnership with Spotify's Radar program, which promoted him through placement on official playlists, and it gave even more new fans a way to discover J.I.'s music. Days after signing the Spotify deal, he would collaborate with another well-known rapper, Lil Durk, and this song would amass over 1.3 million listens on Spotify in only 20 minutes. The energetic young MC will go on and solidify his kingdom in gold, completing almost a full circle moment with his biggest hit, Need Me, going gold in November of 2020.
If the dawn fell off this one, you feel me? Like, come on, Papa, that's platinum. The double platinum coming soon. I ain't even get my Blame on Me plaque yet. That's gold. Oh. Huskar's gonna go too. That's another plaque on the way. And I got my #1 Billboard plaque, but I ain't hang that up. I gotta be humble still. I need one more plaque of those before I start hanging them up.
That following month, J.I. would complete the trilogy of the Hood Life series, dropping Hood Life Crisis Part 3, which again was embraced greatly by his fan base. Currently, J.I. is still dropping great music, and even as recent as a couple weeks ago, June 2022, he's dropped The Young and Restless Volume 1 to Baby Don. He spit a crazy freestyle for Funk Flex on Hot 97, and his music is getting more views and listens than ever. He has over 600 million views on his YouTube page, over 2 million monthly listeners on Spotify, and over 2 billion followers on IG. Besides Lotto, it's hard to compare the success that J.I. has had to any of the other kids from the show. He managed to surpass expectations and get his own chain, his own plaque, and his own record deal. Parts of this can be attributed to his time spent on the show, but the way that J.I. the Prince took his losses and bounced back stronger shows that his success is more credited to his own will to grow, his ability to adapt, and his hunger to create his own kingdom into a dynasty. J.I. the Prince has evolved into a king, and the story of his metamorphosis is truly inspiring to all of those who are going after their own dreams. This is your boy Stone Astro. We will be completing the series by dropping videos on a lot of these kids from the rap game, if not most of them. So hit that like button if you like this video, subscribe if you really are feeling the content, and we out of here, man. Now go ahead and drop that outro.
I done said a lot of things that I can't take back, and if you wanna know the truth, there's a lot of good things that I know I like. I can't talk to you, I can't tell you.